Give me a second here. Good afternoon, and I'm just getting ready to stream, and I will pull it up. The lovely agenda here. It looks like we're good there. I'm going to share. Guys, nod your head or just kind of, you're all seeing the agenda, right? Awesome. Okay. Well, good afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and get started since we do have quorum. And if some other people again sneak in, that's fine. Good. Like I said, we'll get started. We got 5 proposals to look at today, as long as you all are okay with taking up a couple from the new business that we do want to look at, that executive committee looked at yesterday. And that's really my report. With that being said, the minutes were again sent out for approval. Can I get a motion to approve September 26th minutes?
I move to approve.
I
Is that
second.
Ben, is that Crystal in second, or was that
It is Crystal.
Crystal? All in favor? Just a raise or that. Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved unanimously. We approve the September 26th or September 26th minutes. I already told you what my report was from executive committee, just again looking at those other proposals that have come through. Anybody else have any announcements for the good of the order? Okay. Okay, with that being said, academic affairs. Cindy, do you have anything for us?
I just wanted to make sure that everybody is aware that our mid-cycle review, our peer review team is coming on Monday and Tuesday. So if anyone is asking you questions, or they have, they have a meeting on their schedule and don't know what it is or something, I mean, please send them to me and I will be happy to answer any questions that they have. So thank
Great.
you. Looking forward to it, to them being here and it being over.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. With that being said, Catherine, do we need, since we're gonna go over this in proposal 28, do we just need a motion to accept, that GERC update or no? Yeah, Catherine, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I was saying, hold on, I gotta unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can just accept it unless somebody wants to discuss it for some reason. It is in the proposal, but if anybody has any questions about it or wants to discuss the new course proposal, then you can do that now, or you can just go ahead and vote to
Accept, okay.
either accept or approve. I might change the
Accept. Yeah,
wording
usually we
of
accept
it.
GERC stuff, and then again,
Right.
and then once we look, then
Yeah.
let's get a motion to accept this, and then I'll look at the subcommittee notes. This is just again biology 1104, which is a new course that is again being put together by the biology department. The purpose is again to really get students to actually think a little bit more outside the box than what they're thinking before. Can I get a motion to accept biology 1104?
I move to accept.
And then that's Ben, Camille second, all in favor? Okay. Any opposed? And any abstention? So moved. Again, biology 1104 is accepted. With that being said, let's go back to our subcommittees here. GERC, Ben, do you have anything for us?
GERC is meeting with Northwest on Monday afternoon to discuss their responsibilities along with assessment. And they're continuing to review proposals that come their way.
Awesome. Thank you, Ben. Bass.
Yeah,
Tiffany?
we met.
Oh, yeah.
We met.
Oh, that's
And
Bob. Yep.
we approved 3 proposals and and that was about it. So go Bass.
Thanks, Bob. And then we're the subcommittee that's still again a thing that's under review. And then I don't have any other information at this time. Faculty Senate, Bob, do you have anything for us?
I mean, there's always stuff from Faculty Senate. The
The stuff that's
Um,
maybe prevalent to us.
stuff of any prevalence to UCC.
Yeah.
We're forming a new committee. It's called a Curriculum and Technology Committee, but it really doesn't have anything to do with curriculum. It's mostly a committee because the recent change from Moodle to Canvas and the recent change from Google Drive and its reduced storage limits really caught a lot of people off guard. And Faculty Senate wants more oversight as far as what's going on there. So they created a subcommittee. We got a tech guy to chair it. I've heard he's pretty good. And let's see what else. Basically, the Faculty Senate's updating its bylaws, and as a result of this, it seems that there's a lot of documentation that's from the Constitution on down that seems to be out of order with how we're actually doing things. So the Faculty Senate has asked all of its subcommittees to review its own bylaws to see if you really are following what your bylaws say you are. And just as, we recently reviewed our bylaws about, what was it, a year ago or 2 years ago? So I checked them over again. We're pretty good with what we're doing and how we're operating. GERC needs a massive update of their bylaws, obviously. And Faculty Senate actually needs to update its bylaws. So that's about all I have. Are there any questions about what's from Faculty Senate?
Thank you, Bob. Does anybody have any questions for me before we look to get started? Okay, if you do, feel free to stop me. You're all seeing my screen. Let's go ahead. And again, we have our unfinished business, which we're moving into, again, proposal 24. And this one here, this is from College of Arts and Letters. So they're changing their bachelor's in social work program here. They're changing a couple of things. So this was done with Ines. Notice here we got some, our signatures, which is good. No concerns, again, from the registrar's office. Sorry, my screen went there a little fast. So making a few changes, the course titles and descriptions, all their faculty voted. 2 abstained, but again, the majority of their faculty voted yes. Why am I so fast? Okay, so first one we're looking at is 3374. So they changed again from human development to human behavior. And they changed the description like they said they were going to. The practicum, they just changed it to practicum instead of field. They said this will affect the graduate degree as well, and there's a proposal coming. They're changing the offering here from fall, spring to just fall. We changed some words in this one right here, the social work. 4471. Again, their field work to just seminar. Pretty cut and dry with, again, they're just making changes. Now are offering it online and face to face. The credits didn't change. So they're all still the same, the 120. Again, they were just changing some things. Infrastructure impacts. Everything looks pretty good. Okay. That being said, motion to approve 24.
Crystal, motion to approve?
Thank you. Can I get a second? Camille, all in favor? Either aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. As you're all seeing. That's weird. For some reason, the YouTube decided to come up. Now you're seeing my Moodle. Telling you, there's some. Okay, there we go. 24 is approved. We'll close that one off. Okay. I don't know what is going on with my computer. Hold on one second here. Okay. So moved. Okay, so now let's go ahead. I did think I had the right one pulled up here. 48. That's 49, 28. Yes, 48 went away. I will pull that up. And this is a medical lab science one from College of Health. So this one was a credit hour change for a couple other classes for 4491, 4493. We got signatures. They shifted the start date for DMS from a summer to fall. Due to this, we have 4 additional weeks in the semester. So they have an applied sonography 1, allow up to 8 credits, and it needs a max of 6 credits. So it's a variable credit. Again, notice there, again, 4 to 6, 6 to 8. And same with 4493, that decreased. They changed some wording here of their program. Okay, Randa, should this show the range of credits, 46 to 52, or is the minimum requirement 46 to be filled with the variation of credits?
To be consistent with our other stuff, don't we need a range? Ivory,
That's what
I
I would
defer to
think.
you.
Yeah, go ahead, Ivory.
Sorry, what was that?
To be consistent, don't we need a range on this?
I think I talked to,
Oh, wait, actually, it didn't change because it just went from 4 to 6 to 6 to 8 and 6
I
to
was just
8
gonna
to
say,
4 to
basically
6.
they canceled each other.
yes.
Right,
So,
but
no.
still, it does have a range. Does it need a range here?
No, because he said they only require this many, that it's been that same for the past forever. And so the credits aren't changing for the
Got it.
degree itself. So no, we don't need a range.
So we
Okay.
can remove that comment there.
Thank you.
Thank you, yep. Okay. And everything else is pretty cut and dry. Yep. That being said, motion to approve 48.
Crystal, motion to approve?
Okay, can I get a second?
Aye. Ben.
Okay, yep. All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, raise your hand or raise your hand or the little thing. Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved, 48 is approved unanimously. That being said, let's go to 49. This one. So this one's decreasing credits and changes for two OLP undergraduate certificates. We got signatures here. This was a sheet. No concerns. Okay, so OLPS2 baccalaureate certificates. Both are 15 credits each, and you're bringing it down to 12. Okay. Everyone voted except the person on sabbatical. Nothing, again, there's nothing in here to change. And again, we're just reducing it from 15 to 12, and that adds up to 12. I'm glad it's 3 times 4 is still 12. And then the same with this one, it's the same thing. Perfect, and it doesn't impact anybody. Motion to approve 49.
So moved, Bob.
It's Bob, Camille seconded, all in favor, either aye, raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved, 49 is approved unanimously. Okay. With that being said, are we all good? Or can I get a motion actually to take 20 or to look at and approve 28 and 29, which is new business, but these are they're very easy proposals. They're very much like what we were looking at.
I move to open and
Ajit, and then can I get a second?
Second.
That's Bob. Let's go ahead and look at 28 and 29. 28. Okay, so this is what we just got done approving, that biology 1104, that oral communication and science. Okay, so biology obviously is in support, and then GERC. Again, they're creating, again, new course, again, to fulfill an objective 2. Everyone voted yes, or sorry, 24 yes, 2 no. Okay, but it's a majority. Ivory, yeah.
Can I make a comment before we have a vote?
No, Bob, no, of course, go ahead.
I just wanted to point out that first off, I'm in favor of having more diverse options in general education. So I'm glad we're adding a second course to Objective 2. But that being said, the switch from degree production measurements to credit hour production is going to cause more and more things to hit GERC. Because to be easy, if as a funding model, we've now switched to this credit hour production model. Well, it's easy to increase your credit hour production, just require more classes. We need to somehow convey to our, our overlords, that by switching to a credit hour production model, all they're doing really is going to start causing competition between departments and programs to generate those credit hours. And so I have a strange suspicion that we're going to see history courses coming from computer science, and we're going to see, physics, science of sound courses coming from the music department, and all these kind of things. And I think that it's one of those things where, again, I'm not knocking this proposal. I think it's a great proposal. I think biology has done a fantastic job in proving its points. And again, we do need diversity in Gen Ed too. But we really need to go and talk to whoever these people are and realize that, yes, a credit hour model is easy to understand and it's easy to implement from a budgetary standpoint, but it's not helpful for the students. Degree production, program production is the way to accurately model how well we are educating students. Sorry. Thank you for my rant.
No, you're fine.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Cindy, do you have any comment for that?
Who?
I'm always happy to comment. I think that it depends on what your which college you happen to reside in. You can see different foci of your, so if you are in a college that generates a lot of credit hours, you might sort of see greater value in measuring credit hours. And if you are in a program that generates really, you have cohort models and you generate more degrees and certificates, then that you might actually value that. And so I think what we're trying to do, and maybe we absolutely aren't succeeding, Bob, and we can always get better, but I think what we're trying to do as an institution is value both, right? Value both certificates and credit hours, right?
I completely agree that academic affairs is very much on the ball when it comes to that striking balance. I'm talking about the budget and finance office, and they are not, because the budget model is not based upon degree production. It's strictly based upon credit hour production. No, I think academic affairs is doing a fantastic job in understanding the difference between credit hour production for departments that produce credit hours, biology, English, those type of programs, and don't necessarily have the graduation rates, because that's not the focus of the department per se. But from a budgetary standpoint, to link everything to credit hour production is just going to lead to more and more colleges wanting to create more and more general education courses to require for their students to take to maintain that credit hour production. That's all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with how academic affairs is doing it. It's the finance and budget model is what I'm talking about.
Well, and Bob, just let me look into that, because my understanding is they were trying to measure both. That both certificates and degree production was included as well as student credit hours in the budget model. So I might be wrong. Let me check into that and I'll make sure you have that information. So
Thanks.
Yeah, if you could
Appreciate
bring it
that.
to all of us, that'd be great, Cindy.
yeah, absolutely. I will look.
Thanks. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to this. So again, they also made some other changes, as you could see, some course changes within this proposal. So again, this one, a variable credit going from 1 to 2 to 1. And again, they changed their name of Advanced Pathobiology to Health Span. This one here for offering. Again, 3314 lab, again, one it's offered. And again, this is about the prereq, what it's offered. 4480, the name. And then here's the 1104 of a new course. Then GERC again approved. And then the changes she's got there. Okay, infrastructure. And then it does show support from the other departments that will affect at the end of the proposal, some different emails. At the end here, so you see geosciences. Again, nursing. Again, chemistry, and so on. Okay. That being said, motion to approve 28.
Motion to approve.
It's Bob, second.
Crystal,
Ben.
second.
Oh, Crystal Ann, I think it was Brenda or Ben. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. Again, 28 is approved unanimously. Last but not least, let's look at 29 from the College of Technology. This one is very simple. It was changing about a prerequisite, or changing the term, or the way it was written. Again, so there was an error in the catalog, and that was the purpose of this, and for the cosmetology course 2236. Okay. was basically the prereq that it was again, what was offered and what was actually being done. So as you can see here, that's what's listed and there's the change. Nothing else is being changed. And that's literally it. Again, very simple proposal. Infrastructures look good. There's no other departments impacted. Motion to approve 29.
So moved.
Bob and then Ajit second. All in favor, aye, or
Aye.
hand?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. 29 is fully approved unanimously. And we are good. So that takes away those proposals there. The stuff in the parking lot and the other ones that are on new business are not ready for review at this time, as Catherine had said when she sent out the email, and I'm just reiterating. Again, the catalog format subcommittee, that's something that's just on there, and that is going to be our business that we will look at the future, especially looking at in the spring. Before I look to do the most favorite thing of everybody to adjourn, does anybody have anything else? Okay. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
You bet.
Neil? Hey, thank you guys. Continue working with your constituents and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Catherine, if you could stay on.
Yep, will do.
Thanks. Give me a second here. I just need to.
Yeah, give me a second too. Thank you, Cindy, for the help. Yeah, Eugene's still on. Have you stopped recording? Oh, you're still muted.
Sorry, I'm still recording. Give me a second here. I need to stop
Oh.
sharing. 1 second.
Mhm.
My Zoom is acting all funky right now. Okay, there we go. There's that.
It tends to do that.
Yeah, and then here we go, YouTube.